What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. 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 Now twirl, 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 twirl. I may be gone with the wind, fabulous, but I'm not going anywhere. I say I'm fabulous. You say I'm done. I say I'm fabulous.
Ciao. That was Kenya's way of announcing she has officially signed her contract and she will be coming back to season 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me say something, because I'll be honest, even though I watch some reality TV and I talk about some of it, I don't do reviews of the shows and whatnot, but I honestly respect the people that do. And I kind of feel sorry for the people that do, especially for these Real Housewives shows, because I'm going to be honest with you. Season 16, think of that. I started watching the show from season 1. I'm not going to go down the line of when things started getting stale or whatever the case may be, but I felt like this was really ridiculous. And I actually like Kenya. Nobody can deny that she is a beautiful woman. And I don't even like to say for her age. Let's just even stop saying that. But when you consider where the Housewives franchise started and where we are now, it's pretty stale. It's pretty ridiculous. And all of this hoopla surrounding Portia and the deal that she got that I felt was ridiculous, and now all of the stuff that she's going through with the foolishness of the divorce and her pretty much becoming a glorified squatter in the mansion, because she's like, I'm telling Simon and the court, I'm not going. It is foolish at this point, because I've been watching old seasons of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, I don't want to get into the black versus the whatevers. I get it, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. The Real Housewives of New Jersey back in the day was some of the realest, because these people knew each other. You consider season 1 when Teresa flipped the table, which was stupid. But Danielle, she was bat crap crazy. But I've been watching season 3 and season 4. That's when Teresa's sister-in-law and cousin came on the show. And there was real issues. These are people that really knew each other. This was people that had real history. All of them, all of the cast members. And it was only 5 people. Now we've gotten to the point where they've got like 8 and 9 castmates and friends of the show. This stuff is just so fake. That's one of the, not even the only reason, but it's one of the reasons why I talk about other things besides reality TV. I kind of feel sorry for the people that's all they talk about, because it's just pretty much superficial. And Kenya sitting here twirling, announcing she is coming back to season 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's like, who cares? Because honestly, what else is she doing? We know she has her hair products that are in stores. It's actually in retail distribution. I've seen them in Sally Beauty Supply. I've never used any of them, and I'm not here to knock that. That's a great venture that she's gotten into. But the salon, I've seen some people saying that the salon isn't even really open. And I felt kind of stupid, to be honest with you, because when I saw she did the video announcing the grand opening, I was like, kudos, congratulations, because I'm far from a hater. But I've seen a few of the vlogs that Michelle ATL Brown did. And yeah, some people feel like she's just doing it to hate. But if the place really isn't open and she actually did attempt to schedule appointments and nobody was there, then it really is questionable. So it's just making this stuff look superficial and stupid. So I am all for her twirling if she wants to twirl, eating her peach, flowing her hair with some pieces in there, because yeah, she definitely has long hair, she has inches, she has length, but all of that hair ain't hers. Let's just be real. And I don't even care, but I'm just being honest, because we know she doesn't really like to admit that she wears pieces and she wears units. But I digress. What do you feel about her coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I really could care less. I could care if the show even comes back. I just am over a lot of this scripted, non-scripted, whatever it's supposed to be, reality TV when it comes to these housewives, because it's just gotten to the point where it's just so fake. I don't care. And I'm just over it. But we'll see what happens. Who knows? But I'm just basically saying I just don't care. I don't dislike her. I'm not saying I don't want her to come back. I'm just saying the pomp and circumstance of it all, of what it's come to be, is just whatever. But I guess if Portia made her announcement official, like she did when she came out and said, who said that? Portia Williams is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? No, but Portia Gourbadia is in the building, and now it's looking like it's Portia Williams. Girl, bye. So yeah, I guess Portia couldn't be the only one making some official announcement on social media, so Kenya had to try to outdo her. I get it, but yet and still, this stuff is just stupid at this point. What are we going to be on, season 26, and they're doing stuff like this and trying to make it grander? It's dumb. And speaking of dumb, Real Housewives of Potomac, Gizelle and Mia, the biggest hypocrites. Now, they showed a sneak peek of this upcoming episode of the final part of the reunion, where Gizelle is blaming Wendy and Candace for Deborah. And I already talked about this a little bit, but let's just go ahead and get into it.
I think Deborah, Candace, Wendy, hey, everyone's responsible.
Wow. Y'all want me to be friends with this? Like, you want me to make up with this?
Well, what did I do? Here you go again with these blanket statements. That's how I feel.
What did Wendy
do with that?
do in the physical altercation when each time you see me literally dodging?
Yes.
Not to get. So what did Wendy do?
She was in the group, but she was
Okay, I'll take Wendy out of it. I'll take Wendy out of it.
She just on camera. She just took it back.
Okay.
She took back that Wendy's responsible.
So no.
But somehow Candace is responsible.
Trying to start a business and it being on TMZ for there to be a brawl is disturbing.
Yes.
Candace?
Yes.
Again, please repeat, because I don't want to quote you. Why did you call her a varmint? When did that happen? Varmint.
After she walked up to me.
Right.
Cameras were down. We were standing around. I was standing there with my champagne, dancing, and she walked up to me, came from this direction, walked over, got right in my face, and said, "Do you have something that you want to say to me?" I said, "No. Come get this vermin out of my face."
No, but you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
I mean,
yes, I can. You cannot tell me how to respond to someone who has already threatened me, being disrespectful to me.
Do you think you really would have swung it at her?
I don't know what I would have done. I know that I turned around. I saw this person lunging at me. I'm not expecting you all to fight for me. Okay? So I'm on my own. Okay?
It's more and more revelatory as to why Candace made her announcement before the first part even aired, that she's done, that she's not coming back. Candace and Wendy being blamed is absolutely despicable. And then the fact that Wendy is saying to her, "What did I physically do in this altercation for me to be blamed," when you actually see that I walked away? And then Gizelle says, "Well, I'll just go ahead and take Wendy out of it," like she's doing a favor. And then of all people, for Mia to sit there to say, "Well, Candace, you can't call her vermin. Like, come on, you can't do things like that." Candace should have responded and said, "Bitch, you threw a drink in Wendy's face, and you're telling me I can't call somebody a name that came up in my face to confront me when I said I don't want to talk to you, and I have been making every effort to avoid her, and she knows that I want absolutely nothing to do with her. She was looking for a moment. She was hoping for a scene. The chick wants to be a friend of the show officially. If she can't hold a champagne flute, it's just stupid. I really am disgusted by this show. I really am. And again, the ridiculousness of the housewives as they are at this point is just outright, tired. And so I feel sorry for the people who actually do this for a living, where they're actually reviewing these shows, they're watching them and reviewing every episode. That has to be physically and mentally exhausting, because I'm exhausted when I just watch it in my spare time, if I feel like it. And if I feel like talking about one or two things that I've seen, so be it. But I can do without talking about these people. They're trash. The shows pretty much are. And I'm not saying everyone is trash that's on the show, but I'm just over it. I'm done. And a lot of people are calling for Gizelle to be terminated. Of course, that's not going to happen, at least not now, because that just really goes to show how much they don't really value the majority's opinions that watch the show. I get it. You have to have some sort of villain or whatever, I guess, on these shows. But to what extent? And what is she really a villain about? Because she doesn't even talk about or show really much of her own personal life. I'm just over it. And nobody even really cares about her personal life at this point, because she was with a man who was supposed to be a man of God, who was screwing every person that would open their legs to him, allegedly. And she divorced him. But now she's at a point where she doesn't care what the man does. And she could have just stayed with her husband. I mean, if it was going to be like that. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I really don't care. But I really would love to know what you think about this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.